Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are today on one of my partners, which HM Motors, which is Kawasaki, Suzuki, Benelli and QA, and I'm gonna bring you a motorcycle that everyone has been expecting, and the channel will have the privilege to be the first one to review it. And I'm talking about that one over there, which we are gonna walk into it, which is the new BENELLI IMPERIALE. And as you can see, it's a bike with a really nice classic style, and we are going for a ride. I'm going to give you all the specs, and I'm going to try to find a better place for the review. It's too hot and better conditions, so we'll hit the road and we'll be right back. Okay guys, here I am now on board of the Imperiale 400, and I've been riding it for a while. I already did the Portuguese review, so I have a little bit more knowledge of the motorcycle by now. Just let me pay attention to the traffic, and I can honestly say that it's surprising me. One or two things I would change, but 99% of the motorcycle, it is a really good motorcycle, and it gives you style, and it's different from everything that we have here in the market. First of all, I like this dashboard. It's mixed between analog and digital. So you have analog here, where you have the speedometer either in kilometers and miles. You have the RPMs on this side, and you have a total kilometers, and you have trip 1 and trip 2 on this side. You just have to press this button here, and you have the reset button on that side. And you have here gear indicator. As you can see, now I'm second gear, and you have fuel level. And this is all the information that you have, basic information, but it's all you need to ride a motorcycle like this. The handlebar, it's quite simple. The indicator lights, you have the high beams, low beams, you have blinkers left and right, and they do blink in different sections on the dashboard, which I like. You have a horn, kill switch, and you have hazard lights here, and you have the starter of the bike down here. The levers, this one is adjustable, which is the brake, and the gear is not adjustable. Since I talked the gear lever, it is a little bit hard, but it's manageable. Okay, I can do it with 2 fingers without any problem. But what's most surprising for me, it's the foot lever, or the gear lever down there. I don't know what to say it in English. Sometimes I remember, and other times I forget. It is very precise for a bike like this, with this price. And with this quality, I'm very impressed with the gearbox. Very precise. I never miss a gear. I can ride it with normal shoes like this. It's not hard, it's soft. I'm very impressed. Also, I like the shape of the tank. I'm going to talk about some of these things later when I stop the bike and give you the specs. I like this shape. I like the chromes here. I like that they have these pads, rubber pads here, to protect your legs. There are lots of things that are very impressive on this BENELLI IMPERIALE 400. For instance, comfort-wise, my seat, or the rider seat, it's separate from the passenger, and mine has some springs underneath, and that gives me a little bit more comfort than the pillion. The pillion, I'm pretty sure it will suffer a little bit more than me when riding this motorcycle. Let me check the traffic. Okay, here we go. But the most important here, 99% of the time, or 90% of the time, I ride solo. So for me, the review is as a solo guy, and this seat is amazing. It goes on those 1950 bikes, single seat with springs down under, and it's really nice and it's comfortable. I already tested on the Portuguese reviews on the road. There was a lot of bumps and something like that. Here, like this, and you really feel the springs working and give you that extra comfort that the suspension doesn't give you. So passenger okay, rider okay, passenger I guess will be so-so. Leg position, I do like the leg position. Okay, I'm 1.85 m, and as you can see my legs are on the perfect position. The foot pegs there are almost 90 degrees, so it is really nice and really comfortable to ride the motorcycle. I forgot the mirrors. They are good and they have good visibility while you are riding at 60-70, but once you start going over the 100, 120 and 130 kilometers, you'll see double. The image is not that clear. You know that's a car there, but you'll see twice. You'll see two of them. Let's suppose that it gets a little bit drunk after 100 kilometers an hour and starts seeing double. But besides that, you have 90% visibility for the back. I like the shape of them. I prefer this shape than the round ones, so for me this is a really good choice. Also, I talked the handlebar before, but I forgot to tell you about the handlebar position. I do love this handlebar position. Okay, it gives me the feel that I'm riding off-road bike, okay, a real off-road bike. I'm not talking about a trail, because it's an up position and it's wide, and it's impossible for me to close my arms, and it's really a pleasure to ride this with this handlebar. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna see what I can do with this bike. 7,000, go. Let's see, 80. I already know what's the top speed of it with me on top, but I'm gonna do it anyway, so you guys can see it. And another one bites the dust, and that's it. Okay, we don't have any more gears. Ooh, time to stop braking. And it's not what far from what I did on the Portuguese review. Top speed will be around 140, 150. Gonna depend on wind conditions and the weight of the rider. But again, naked motorcycle. The taller you are, the more resistance you will make, and the less it will go. But I'm gonna give you my best for you guys. Okay. Also, I must mention this is a new bike. It has less than 1,000 kilometers, so it is not the engine. It is not on the perfect spot yet. I think it's gonna do the first revision at the 1,000. So, okay, I don't have time for another gear. Well, I have, but I have to go down again. So there is no point of putting another gear up and go down, and that's it. So it didn't change from what I was expecting, the top speeds of the motorcycle. So we're gonna go down. Now it's going down. For me, there is no point of doing top speed going down. And the brakes. One, two, three. Yeah, they do a really nice job. Yeah. Okay, I have time to do one more. Yeah. Okay. I like the brakes. They do a nice job. It's one disc in the front and one disc in the back. I just have to see what brand the tires are, because they are making some noise when I brake, and I'm sure it's because of the kind of rubber they have. I'm pretty sure these are not okay, but when I stop the bike I will confirm that they are not renowned brands like Pirelli or Dunlop or something like that, but at the moment I cannot see that, but we'll talk about that a little bit later, I guess. Oh, look at the sound, it cut at 7,000 RPM. Okay, this is going down. Okay, going down it's a little bit easier. Woohoo! I love it! Really nice. I like the sound also. I forgot to mention the sound of the bike. It's really, really nice. Wow, cool. What I was gonna say, there is nothing else that I can talk to you about this bike now. I've told you everything. Let me just find a place to stop the bike, give you the specs, a little tour, give you the do some photos and some shooting about the details about the bike, and I'll see you in a while. Okay guys, I found this spot to show you the specs of the Imperiale 400. I think it's a nice spot, and I really think this is a really nice and good looking bike for the days, for nowadays. You don't find too much motorcycles with this look, and it gives you like a refresh from the everyday look. There are some things I like on the bike. I like the headlights with these rims. The fender here is metal. I like the shape of the tank. I like that it has this rubber protection here. You have the handles here to help you maneuver the bike. You have the handles here for the pillion. You have here, of course, the pegs for the pillion. The brake lever, you look at this big arm, but it works, it's fine. It's according to the style of the bike. You have the springs here underneath the seat, like I told you. The exhaust has a really nice sound, and overall the bike, in my opinion, looks good and has good quality for the price that it is. Things that I haven't told you: you have an upside down fork here on the front, 41 millimeters diameter and a course of 121 millimeters. Spoke rims, 19 on the front, 18 on the back, and you have 100/90 tires. Like I said, these ones are from Cordial, so from the sound they start doing when I was braking, I felt that the rubber is not the best one, so I was sure it was not a Bridgestone or Pirelli or whatever renowned brand. So this confirms my suspicions. Here you have the engine, of course, 1 cylinder, 4-stroke, 374 cc's, 25 horsepower at 5,500, 28 newtons at 4,500. Like you saw, basically it responds from the low RPMs until the high RPMs, according to the specs of the bike. Of course, you have to take that in consideration, which means you don't have to be constantly changing your gears while you are in the traffic, while you are going on the ride with your friends, while you are going the road with a lot of curves and everything. So it's a really nice engine, and it's a very pleasurable one to ride. What else we have here? We have here this little box. It's where you have the battery and some fuse. So you just use the key. Basically, you take the same key as you start the bike, you put here, remove the box, and you have everything there in hand. Then you have here dual shock absorber in the back. Like I said, you have 18 rim on the spoke rim on the rear, and the tires is 130/80. I forgot to mention you have one disc on the front, 300 millimeters, one clipper, two pistons, and one disc on the back, 240 millimeters with one clip, one piston, one clipper, one piston. It's like I said, you could have two discs on the front, but it would ruin the look that they want to give to this bike, and I think like that it's good. The braking is good, there's nothing about the braking. The tires, it's the thing that I would change. I like the details, they have the lion there, Benelli there. I like the sound of this exhaust. Yeah, it's hot, I'm not gonna touch it. Like I said, nothing of this is LED. And okay, I'm going to show you two things important here. These handles here are for you to maneuver the bike. Especially, this bike comes with central stand, so you push the central stand down and you use the handles. They have in both sides. I'm using on this side, of course, and you put the bike on the central stand. If you want to remove it, you grab the handle, grab the front, and push forward. Central stand off, and place the bike on the side stand. Another thing is seat height. Okay, I'm going to put this on this side, and as you can see, it's 780 millimeters, which is good enough for everyone to be able to ride this bike. I still have a lot of margin to stretch my leg if I would need, but a small person with stretch leg will reach the floor without any problems. And since I'm sitting down on the bike, I'm going to tell you, this fuel tank, it has a 12-liter capacity. Then this spends around 4 liters every 100 kilometers. So we are talking about around 250 to 300 kilometers range, because from those 12 liters, the last 2 are the reserve. So just in case, 250, so you don't have any problems of running out of gas with this beautiful motorcycle. So I'm just gonna go off. We're gonna start the motorcycle now again, so you guys can remember the sound of it. And look at the sound, huh? I really enjoy this sound. It's nice, it's loud, and it's really a pleasure to be riding with this bike. This model is available in several colors, so I recommend you to visit your local dealership or the Benelli website to see which colors they are available. The clutch, multi-disc, wet, 5-gear box, and basically that's it. That's everything I have to tell you about the bike. We are both going to enjoy this bike. It's really nice, really pretty. Look, every time I look at it, I like it. I like this Benelli here in the kind of gold. It's nice, okay? The spring load, the springs underneath the spring load. It's the springs here underneath the seat, which gives you a little bit more comfort. Like I said, the passenger, it's well cushioned. It's a little bit larger than usual, but there is nothing to except the rear shock absorbers to absorb the impact. Mine, I mean the driver, is a little bit better. And basically this is it, guys. I really hope that you like this review, and please don't forget, subscribe to the channel, follow my other networks, and I really hope I can see you in the next one. Bye!